E92 M3. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of BMWs, but if I were to own one, I've always kind of fancied an E92 M3.
It's the best out of a bad bunch, in your opinion, then?
Yeah, like normally aspirated V8, had to be a manual. It has to be a manual.
Yeah.
Has to be a coupe, the E92 shape.
Facelift?
Yeah, LCI has to be. I can't remember when they facelifted. Was it 2009?
I think 2009, 2010, kind of.
I'll figure that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely on the bucket list to own and see what they're like.
Yeah. But there's only one big problem.
Yeah.
We don't have the money.
No, it's true. I do have a plan though. I've got £1,000. Let's try and buy a car for the £1,000 and fix it up, sell it on, and see if we can trade up to an E92 M3.
That could work.
It could work, yeah?
Yeah.
What are they, 15, 20 grand?
Yeah, for a decent example.
Okay.
Unless you want a convertible.
No one wants to convertible. Let's do ground rules.
Okay.
£1,000 has to buy us the car and fix it up, the first one.
Yeah.
So we have to stay within that £1,000, which could be tricky. We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll have a look on Facebook in a bit.
So where I can buy on Facebook, auction, any trade-ins. I could take a trade-in.
Just look at Part X or something.
Yeah, take a Part X we could do. So I do have a slight advantage, I suppose, don't we?
Yeah.
Should we see if it's possible?
I mean, why not? Yeah, I'll have a look at some cars in a bit.
Okay, well, we'll see what we can find.
Yeah, sweet. So I've found a few cars which we could potentially look at.
£600 Fiesta Mark 6.
Well, why not?
What's wrong with it?
Oh, it's a spares and repairs.
Oh, okay.
The Audi A4, £700. You know, you'll have an Audi. Oh, spare and repair.
Spare and repair. Oh, we've got to buy a car and fix it for £1,000.
Here we go. Audi A4, B7.
Yeah.
Best A4.
No, Jesus. What is your obsession with Audis? What's wrong with that?
It's a whole car. No, it seems good.
How much is that?
545.
There's got to be more wrong with it. Is it really bad? Tatty?
Looks better condition than mine.
I'd rather have yours, I'll be honest.
It's got a few stains on the seats.
Nothing wrong with that.
We'll come back to that one.
What else are you looking at? Oh, Vectra. I like a Vectra.
Spanish, by the looks of it.
Nothing wrong with that. A bit harder than we thought. We'll have to have a proper look.
Yeah.
Should we see what we can find and come back to it? Oh, okay. I haven't looked around this at all yet. If you can't tell, it's a Vauxhall Mariva. It's a nice colour, automatically from the fuel cap to the bumper to the rear wing. It's 3 shades of blue. Not a good start. I'm missing a wheel trim, but that can't be too hard to get. Oh, I thought that was a leaf, look. Oh, I thought it was a leaf. That is paint missing from the rear bumper. Plate holder. I hate plate holders. We've got 3 out of the 4 wheel trims, that's good. It's a good start. This side, all the colours match, apart from the rear bumper. It looks filthy. Like it's got grime on the window. Oh my God, I've just seen inside. I've just seen inside through the window, Jesus Christ. It's not too bad, that bonnet. Look at that bonnet, Jesus. Okay, that bonnet's completely gone. The lacquer's gone, it's faded. It's probably had bad paint. God, it looks like someone's gone out with a Brillo pad. In terms of scuffs, it's actually not too bad. I reckon it might clean up all right. £350, so like we said, we're starting with 1,000. So I've got 1,000 to fix this up and sell it on. My auto trader says it's worth about £2,000, just over. That's with the bonnet painted, full MOT. I don't usually retail stuff that cheap. What's this gonna be worth? I don't know. We're gonna have to put it on a ramp and find out why exactly it's being scrapped. If it's just rear brakes, that's good. But we'll have a look. So should we get inside? Oh, hang on. This is the one key I was given, and this is not a good start. I judge cars off the condition. He gave me this key. Look at that. So I can't open it because there's no button, so I'm assuming it's... Are we gonna get a key cut for it? Probably, oh, because that's like £144 clean the back. Oh my God. Right, so Lewis did move it here. He mentioned it was quite dirty. I'm a bit more used to grime because I've taken a lot of part exchanges, but I see what he means. Okay. Oh. Wow, that is bad. That is so bad. Good. This is working overtime. It stinks in here. Do I even put that back? I don't know, that can go in there. Oh, never mind. Oh my God, what the f***? They're having a picnic in the back. Jesus Christ. Let's see, what have we got? Oh, we have some service history. These always, that's the vanity mirror, I think. Yeah, that always falls off. At least he still has it. Oh, look at that, I fixed it already. That's 50 quid. Saved already. We've got infotainment and an owner's manual. No book, well, we've got some books, but not the whole book pack. Oh my God, this seat. This driver's seat's actually a lot cleaner than, I'm assuming that's dog hair, but it's everywhere. And it's very long for a dog. Okay, do we have any service history? Okay, one at 2011. Doesn't say the miles, just 2011 in December. 2012, 12,000 miles. 2014, 21. It's got quite a lot of history. Yeah, it's got 14, 15, 17, 18. Oh, then it skips to 22. And that's it. Last service was at 76,600 miles. He told me it had 90,000 miles. Should we see how many it has? I think he said 91. Code 82, is that a service code? I think it is. It starts. It actually sounds all right. I cannot tell you how grimy it is in here. What was that noise? There's some Velcro here. Not sure why that exists. It's on 98,163 miles. He told me 91. So unless it took him a week to do 7,000 miles, which I think is unlikely, he's kind of told me a fib. So I might have to reevaluate it, but we'll call it £2,000. There is a noise. I don't know what that noise is. Seems all right. Does the fan work? 1, the fan doesn't work. Okay, so the fan works on 3 and 4. I suppose that's 50%. There's no lights on the dash apart from the code 82, which I need to Google, which I think is a service light, which wouldn't surprise me if the last time it was serviced was 76,000 miles. It's now on 98. Told me there was a leaky water pump. I won't worry about that. We'll see if it's pissing it down after we drive it. But yeah, it sounds all right. It's idling fine. It's just really filthy. It's really bad. It doesn't smell as bad. Should we go look in the boot and see what that's like? Okay, so I'm sort of familiar with these cars. I have a retail one over there that's done 22,000 miles on a 65 plate. It's just sold 2 days ago. I don't know if you can hear that noise. I'm sure you'll probably pick it up on the mic. I think it's an exhaust clamp because when I do this, it stops. So I think something's rattling around. The boot is just as filthy as you'd think. It's missing this plastic cover. The towing eye is still there, which is a good sign. What's not a good sign, what I've realised, is the pump is in... This has been used. Someone's actually used or tried to use the goop. I've never actually seen someone... I don't even know how to use these. Oh! Plastic cover 1. The jack's out. The other plastic cover's in it. I have a feeling this guy obviously had a flat tyre at some point and started ripping the things out. That's off a car seat, like a baby car seat. Some laminate flooring. A shiv. Shall we see if these go back on? There you go, look. Like, how hard was it to do that? Do you know what I mean? Who just rips shit out and then just leaves it like that will do? Now, I think these have side doors, you know? So if you come round, so your child can, yeah, exactly, you didn't know. It's so your child can instantly come out, trip over straight into traffic. The B-Max has a slide door. These have a side door, they call it. I have people not buying these when they view these because they go like that. And they're like, oh, we can't have that because a child can easily trip and yeah. Maybe that's why they got the nickname side doors. I can't remember. There's a reason for it. It's so bad. It's so. I'm going to assume the child was in this seat, judging by the amount of food on the floor and on the seat. I think these seats should be able to slide forward and fold down, all separately, all 3 of them. I only know this because I just sold a Mariva and they showed me it. Because interestingly enough, I'm not that interested in Vauxhall Marivas. But if this gets me to an M3, then who cares? Surprise, surprise, we still have this. I can't get it out, I'll get it out later. That's it, I think this is a pretty base spec. I don't see any spec on it at all. Like, at all. It's got traction control, but I'm pretty sure that's standard on every car. Yeah, apart from it being filthy, it's still running, which is a good start. Shall we, oh, hang on, let's do a little, what's this? I don't want to put my hand down here, but... I don't even know what that is. I mean, I used to clean all the cars myself and I found worse. I'm sure we'll do a video on all the things I've found before, but yeah. Okay, so before we set off, we're going to do some quick MOT check. Said the washers didn't work. That's the high beam. One of the two washers work. Track rod end ball joint, both fronts, both rear coil springs corroded, and about 10 advisories for the rear brakes, which is, I'm assuming, the reason why he part exchanged it, he said, or it needs scrapping. First thing I noticed, don't know if you can hear that, sounds like there's a massive knock in the steering. It seems to be idling all right. Smell a bit like coolant. Should we see if the radio works? Radio works. Don't want to get copyrighted. Not going to bother checking the AC. We know the fan doesn't really work. Kind of does. Electric handbrake works, which is a good start. Should we see if it pulls off? Now, I did drive our retail 22,000 mile Mariva like 2 days ago, so this is not a good thing to compare it to. Okay, the steering's kind of heavy and knocky. I've honestly not driven this at all. Oh, there's a lot of noise in the back brakes, and there's a horrible noise when pulling off. Yeah, those rear brakes are really bad. If it is just rear brakes, I think it'll be all right. The clutch bind point feels okay. Right, after this one, here we go. Don't want to get stranded. Okay. Did we even look what engine this is? I'm assuming it's the 1.4 normally aspirated one, because it feels like it. It's slow. It's definitely not the turbocharged one, which is good because the turbocharged one's terrible. It actually feels okay on the move. Gearbox feels fine. I've only actually got up into third. It does have MOT until July, which worries me as to why they part exchanged it now and not waited till July. Maybe the brakes were so bad, they just thought, I mean, they had a child in this, and the brakes, honestly, they don't feel too bad, but I think the fronts are okay. It's the rears that we can hear a horrible noise in. I mean, it just sounds like there's 0 pad left. No pad or disc left. Oh, that's all she's got. Apart from the brakes, they're still grinding. I can hear them. You know, oh my God, it's horrible. It's holding temp, all right? It's sat at 90 this whole time. It's nice and warm. I'm not going to get this one advisory free because there won't be money in it, but, you know, we're trying to buy an M3 here, so. Wonderful. Bump. No! And then whatever we sell this for will be the budget for the next car, including fixing it up. So this, we have a budget of 1,000. We're starting with £1,000. That's it, maximum. That's to buy a car and fix it. We paid £350 for this, so that leaves £650 to fix it up and then sell it on. So whatever, let's say we sell this, you know, for 1,400 quid and we're in it for 700 quid. We've doubled our money. We've then got 1,400 quid to buy and fix up the next car. I think the brakes are stuck on. If we get out and it's really hot, how hard can you corner a Mariva? Right, you ready? Flat out. Got a little bit of tyre squeal. I mean, for £350, okay, it's horrible, yeah? But for a starting car, £350, it runs, it drives, it doesn't overheat for now, anyway, it seems fine. Brakes need doing, needs a good clean, bonnet needs a bit of paint. It is 5 shades of blue, but it's quite a nice blue, some of it. So, final Mariva figures are in. For the car, we paid £350 for it. The mechanical work was £550. Now, this included rear discs and pads, rear calipers, 2 lower arms and a service. This is all to get through the MOT. The valet was £50 because it was absolutely disgusting. Now, you're wondering why we paid £50 for a valet. The honest answer is I just don't have time. We do run a business with 30 cars. Although we could save £50, I don't know when we would have found the time. The video would have taken ages to come out. Anyway, the wheel trim, because it was missing wheel trim. was 1999. And the number plate, because one of them was ruined, so it needed it for the MOT, plus it just made the car look a bit better. It was 21.99. Now, the grand total of our £1,000 budget, we came in at 991.98. So I was going to list this at around £2,000, so I was going to list it at 1990. So the potential profit could be 99802, which for doubling our money for the first car isn't bad. So we'll find out if we can get that for it. I guess you'll find out in the next episode.